The forage plots were really established to show people what forages look like. People talk a lot about forages, opportunities from forages to feed their animals better, but a lot of the time people don't really understand or are not familiar with the diversity of forages we have available. We set up the plots in order to give people a bit of a better idea about the diversity that's available there. There's a mix of forages there, so there's some legumes and there's some grasses.
This is napier grass or elephant grass. It is native to sub-Saharan Africa, but currently it's being grown in many tropical and subtropical regions of the world. Napier does well in well-drained soils with more or less neutral pH. One of the advantages of napier is that it has high biomass because of tillering. That is the production of more than one stem, which increases feed to the animal and it's advantageous to the farmer. It does well in low fertile soils and has a high water use efficiency.
This is Bracharia grass, native to Africa, but currently is mostly cultivated in South America, especially Brazil. Bracharia is a climate-smart grass that does well in areas that receive low amounts of rainfall and in soil that have low fertility. Bracharia has more biomass, has more feed for animals. It also has very good ground cover, protecting the soil from erosion.
The forage plots are just a start. They provide an entry, an introduction, if you like, to what the forages are that we have available for farmers to grow. The idea is that then people get a better idea of different options, and then we can introduce them to a broader range of forages. So forages that are familiar or similar to the ones that are actually in the plots themselves, maybe have slightly different attributes which might be preferable to the different farmers in the different areas.
Unlike maize, sorghum does well in soils with low fertility. This makes sorghum a favorable crop for small-scale farmers who cannot afford commercial fertilizers.
The main advantage of Lucerne is its high protein content, which better supplements other grasses like Bracharia, Napier, and maize stalks when it comes to animal feed. It is also a legume, so it have recycling of nutrients, mostly nitrogen fixation into the soil. It's a crop that also improves soil fertility.
Most people who come to visit the forages are actually farmers. They're the end users and they're interested in the plots. They want to know more about it, and this is exactly why we set up the plots. By actually seeing them, they can familiarize themselves with the different forage options that are available to them and what might be most suitable for their farming system or their agroecology.
Lucerne is mostly grown by smallholder dairy farmers because of its advantages of having high protein content. Its seeds are readily available in most seed stores in Kenya and even other international seed vendors.
Small-scale farmers are using sorghum as a dual-purpose crop where they use the seed as food for human and the stover as feed for animals. However, some large-scale farmers have started cultivating sorghum purely as animal feed.
We work with multiple partners who are responsible for bringing in forages, making these forages available, and we can do that across different regions and different countries.
Currently, we are partnering with Landolex and AgroCares to generate nutritional profiles of different Lucerne varieties at different growth stages to be able to document their nutritional profiles for the advantage of the farmer.
The current research that we are doing on Bracharia is evaluating the beneficial microorganisms that helps in plant growth promotion. Another area of research we are focusing on is providing basic information for breeders where we are evaluating the play-day level of different Bracharia ecotypes.
This is a two-way street, so the farmers come and have a look at the forages and they see what they like, and they can also tell us what improvements they would like to see to the forages that we've offered to them. We can then feed that back to the national partners, the plant breeders, to make better selections and improvements in their breeding programs in order to develop new cultivars in the future which are more suitable and appropriate for the farming systems that we want to support.